Hi, welcome back. Welcome to the Overtime Chatter. Thank you for being here with me today. I thought I'd come online and get this recap out of the way. I'm sorry, it's my air freshener. I'll get this recap out of the way before I go to the dialysis. Anyway, this is Martha's Vineyard, Season 1, Episode 3. Okay, we take off in the scene where Mayor is about to kick off in Phil's tail because, you know, Phil come in the house making a bunch of noise, acting crazy, and Amir, grew up being bullied for whatever reason he got bullied for. All of us got bullied as kids, but he don't deal with bullying now that he's a grown man. He don't care who you are, even if they ain't talking to him. If you being bullied, Amir got your side. Okay, so just Phil just being ridiculous. He insulted Preston's shirt, and then Jordan comes downstairs because she hears all the commotion, and she's like, "What's going on?" And he start not explaining, but explaining, and he started irritating her because he's using curse words, and he said, "That's how I talk. I don't mean no harm." He told her she cute. But all of a sudden, he was aggravating and annoying where I would have done just walked off and wouldn't care if he had. I wouldn't care what was going on. As long as I was good, that would be good. Because he was rude and just acting some type of way. But she just started tripping, and I hope that she was tripping like that because there were men around and security was around and producers was around and her friends were around. But she was getting up in this. He like almost 7 feet tall. He looked like he from my TV. He looked like he about 6'8", 7, maybe 7 feet tall. I don't know, but she was much shorter than him. She's screaming and she's jumping. I was like, that was just too much fire. So we're gonna leave that no. So anyway, after they break up this thing between Jordan and this argument with Phil, they decide to call a house meeting, and Phil gets voted out. So after that, everybody say you good because Phil gone, and then Bria's like, no, I'm not gone because y'all ain't say nothing when Mariah hit me the other day or that night or whatever, and I felt like she assaulted me. So I feel like this. I feel like if Bria really felt that way, she probably should have picked this up beforehand. And then I want to say something. I think that they forget Phil because he came to the house 3-4 days after everybody been there. But Mariah, I would have had a conversation with Mariah. I wouldn't have just been talking about her behind her back while she in the kitchen with the other dude that's getting ready to sit home. She trying to make her a sandwich. He waiting to find out his fate. But I think I would have talked to Mariah. But I don't like the way Bria move. Because the reason why I say that is because I could almost be certain, but I'm not going to rewind this thing and look at it again. I looked at it twice and forgot what the hell I was supposed to be looking for, and I'm not rewinding back. But then she throw a presser at her or something. I saw Mariah push the clothes at her like this, and then I think I heard somebody say, call me a bitch again. I think that was Bria. And Mariah was like, bitch. And then she threw the presser at her. And then I think that's when I see Maria push her. But although later on that night, before I forget, when Jordan is explaining to Jasmine why they are by themselves, she pushed the hell out of Jasmine. That girl ain't pushed that girl that hard, but Jordan, you did extra. Damn, Jordan, again, extra. She a little bit extra. We're going to have to watch Jordan because she's extra. Anyway, let's get back to this house meeting. So anyway, Phil gets voted out, and then Silas, they vote out Mariah, and then they say anybody else, they hit anybody else, they're going to go home. So that's it. So I'm thinking maybe that's why I kept saying I got too many people, that Mariah wasn't in the cast picture. She wasn't in the cast picture. Yeah. So she gone. But I hope they bring her to the reunion so we can talk to her, because I felt bad for her from when she left. She was looking awfully sad. So let me get on with it. So whoever had the invite or the +1, you got to tell your +1 yourself that you're going home. So it's up to Bria to tell Phil that he got to leave the house. And it's up to Jasmine to tell Mariah that she has to leave the house. So Bria tells Phil he need to leave the house. And he's such a jerk. He's like, why I gotta leave the house? She should leave the house. Why y'all getting rid of me? She was the one. She was supposed to put her name in my room. She was supposed to do this. She's supposed to do that. And what got me was that, you know, when Bria was first talking about Phil, oh, he's great, you know, he's great. We hung out, and I think she said we hung out with him one time, and he treated us, I guess, like his baby sisters or like royalty. We ain't pay for nothing. I got drunk that night. I don't even remember it. Thank you, Phil. But then when she had the house talking to us in the confessional, she like, you know, I was looking at him like a little sister. He treated me like a little sister, and he watched out for me. What? Because you went out with him one time. So anyway, we're going to get off of that. So, and again, Phil just going off. She supposed to leave the note. Yeah, I pooped in his toilet. And Jordan, he was fussing with her. And I take a poop in your toilet too. And he just was gross. So I wouldn't even claim him. I wouldn't let nobody know I know him. So anyway, Jasmine tells Maria she got to go. And Mariah, that she's got to go. And Mariah issues, girl, you know, she sit here and tell her, oh, we had such a good time at your moon ceremony. Okay, first of all, Jasmine and Mariah, y'all supposed to be best friends. And I don't know, Jasmine, I just don't like you. I don't know who would be a better friend, but if you tell me to come visit you in New York and I pack all my stuff up there to come live with you, but you know you was getting evicted before I came, you're not really my friend. You just wasn't being no shit by yourself, so you brought me up there with you, and you know what kind of friend I am, so I'm not going to leave you. Correct. Then I'm watching you be bougie with all these people. This is Mariah talking about how you know so much about Martha's Vineyard and the Black Ink Eye Beach and all that shit, and you don't, because you only been there twice. And I think the second time is this time, and then the first time is when you had your anniversary party. And there ain't shit wrong with that. I ain't never been to Martha Vineyard, but I ain't gonna pretend like I came from there. And then you pretending, and you can't really pretend because you don't pretend that good. Because a person to me that grew up in an area on the regular, they would know shit. Like, when you take them in the clubs, they dead as fuck. It's people my age in there. I don't even want to be in a club with people my age. I like to be in there with the rap music and the fine niggas and some smooth drinks and a pole and shit. You took them somewhere like I don't know, like the Legion. And ain't nothing wrong with the American Legion and all that type of shit, or the VFW. If you like to listen to Candy Liquor and I want to get my woman back, all that blues, and do a bunch of line dancing. But for somebody your age, and then you was in the industry of clubbing, you should know where to take your damn friends if they want to get down with the get down. That's all I'm saying. So anyway, Jasmine still lying to a girl, you know, I always got your back. No, because I would have said, when they said Mariah going home, I'd be like, nah. Bria and that damn dog going home. Mariah's not going home. She ain't going. Why? Well, I don't give. You can go home too. Yeah, you can go home. I don't really know you. Who the fuck you come with? Because you can go home, but Mariah ain't going nowhere. And you be mad with me, and you'll talk to me about it later, but that's just what it is. Now, y'all can ask her if she want to leave, but I'm telling her she ain't got to go nowhere. Yeah. Because she might not want to stay knowing that y'all don't want her here, but I'm telling you, she ain't going no damn where. Not unless she say she want to go. Period. And that's in concrete. So anyway, you see Amar, and he knocked on the door to the pool house. That's where Mariah's staying in. He goes to see Mariah to say goodbye, and he tell her, oh, I hate that you leaving, and this and that and other thing. But what he don't tell her is he's the motherfucker that mixed the clothes up in the dryer. That's what he should have said. But all the same, I'm still glad he went to say bye to her. Guilty conscience or the right thing to do or whatever. I'm glad he said something to her ass. So anyway, he didn't tell her he fucked up the laundry. Okay, so we already know Bill said he embarrassed her that the one night they was together that he really turned up and he had her so drunk and it was so much fun. And I don't see it. You got to be drunk. That's the only way she could have had fun with his ass, because it seemed like the only way you could deal with somebody like him is to be drunk. You would have to fucking be drunk because he annoying. Or something, I'm old. But he got on my damn nerves. And if he got anybody else's nerves, I can't say put a 1 or 2 in the chat. Just put he got on your damn nerves. Because I don't know how to do polls in this thing yet. And I don't even do that chat shit anyway. Not yet. I don't want to learn how to do it. So anyway. It's the next day. And Mariah didn't leave that night. She left the next morning anyway. And it's Shanice and Bria, and they sitting outside, and they calling Phil because they want Phil to come back because they know the house is dead too. So Phil's like, fuck y'all, I ain't coming back. And Preston could overhear them talking on the phone. He said, who y'all talking to? And they was like, we're talking to Phil. And he was like, ugh. And I don't blame him. And I want to say this too, I don't like Shanice. She appears to me to be somebody that's selfish. And in this scene, it say they've been there five days out of the 15. So and they still ain't like they really did nothing but have fun, but maybe like when they cook. Okay. Okay, and then we got Jasmine that oh yeah, I said all right. Jasmine told Mariah that damn lie that everybody loved her ceremony and they didn't. Okay, so now everybody packing. It's the next day. Everybody packing for the field day, and it's Alex to I don't know who the hell else. I don't know what that is. Everyone packing for the field day, and they go to the field day, and Alex comes downstairs. He said he going outside to meditate. He another one. He just a sleepyhead too. Right? They say Alex said, I want to meditate. I want to yoga. I am powerful. I am strong. I am out here laying in the grass with my legs open and my balls up in the air. I'm just sick of him. Okay, and then it's the next day, and they getting dressed, and Amir want to take a shower, so he knock on the door because we see Shawnee's ass go in the bathroom first. So later on, a couple seconds after that, we see Amir knock on the door. So I hear her say, "Who is it?" And he says, "Amir." She says, "Come in." And he blew that door off. So he take his ass and sit in the room outside the bathroom, and Preston is in the room. So as he's sitting there, she's like, who is it? Who is it? First of all, bitch, you know it was Amir because he said he was. And then she came out with a little stanky old thong, green, nasty thong in the crack of her ass, and no top. I guess she got bee sting, I don't know, Reese Pieces titties that size, a little sit up. I used to have them when I was a kid too. I still ain't had titties after I had children, but she had bee stings, I guess is what they call them. So she's just standing there talking to him. Oh, you wanted to come in? Well, you know, I don't know. I'll just be a few more minutes. I am so sorry. Did you do you know that okay, I'll see you in a minute. And she don't even turn around. She just back out the door. So when she's so stupid, when she in the bathroom, they just start laughing at her ass. And the mirror looks at the camera and said, "Hey, did y'all see that shit in the camera?" He said, "If you see it nod, then the camera just nods. You see the camera move." And I'm just like, she ridiculous. So anyway, she wanted him to probably get in the shower with her. But girl, if you stop. Once you throw your pussy on a dude like that and he don't want you, he don't want you. And he said if he would have been thinking with his 21-year-old Amir other head, he would have went in there and tore your ass up. But he wants Jordan. And he might even try to would have hit you at the age of 21 if you and Jordan wasn't even staying in the same house. But he wants Jordan. And y'all are friends. And y'all living in the same house. And stop it. So anyway, they go to their field day, and they break off in teams, red and blue. They play the regular shit, tug of war, and then the three-legged race. But my favorite game was the one where they put the water. You put your team in a row behind one another. You pour water in a cup. You put the cup of water up the top of your head. Then you take the cup and you pour it. And whoever, you do this shit all the way down till you end your thing. And the person who has the most water, the team with the most water in the cup wins. I thought that was probably my favorite game. And I laughed my ass off when Shawnee's told Alex, back, personal space. And he was just looking at her like, what the hell is she talking about? And then after the game, the water game there, Jordan and Nick were the team captains. And Nick, I don't even know what to say about him, but I'm gonna say some shit about him. Just give me a minute. Um, they said it was a tie, but it ain't look like a tie, but they could beat a tie because they was the captains. And then immediately after that, they left. But when this shit was going on, it was that thing that Alex had told uh, Sean niece the night before. He was telling her, "You two, keep your personal space." He was saying that she was too touchy, and he wasn't cool with that. He said she is his type, but I don't see how. I don't think she your type. I don't even think she your type before you became this damn Buddha, because all y'all got whack ass game. All of y'all, like you was talking about yourself, how you were selfish with yourself, Mr. Alex, and how you was going to you bamboozle. You said you was a swag nigga. I don't see it. Whatever. Somebody you might have it. I don't see it. So anyway, she tell Nick, cause she's still trying to she want to get him something too. So she said, when you said that to me about personal space, I was like, what is he talking about? What does it mean? Well, I just won't talk to him, and I was like, oh my goodness, what have I done? Little old me, why are you afraid of me? So he just looking at her and let her talk, and he is being avidly listening, cause he ain't saying shit, and at the end he just be like, okay, like he cool when I'm fucking with you. You need to be cool when I'm fucking with him, because you the one who talking. You keep saying you ain't gonna mess with him, but you keep talking to him. So anyway, we find out in the confessional, the reason why he ain't messing with her is because Shanice is a crazy bitch. And she is, because I even had Jasmine, her thing said, if her boyfriend got 18 missed calls, if her ex-boyfriend received 18 missed calls, I mean, of course, if he don't pick up the phone when she call him, of course it's going to say, you missed 18 calls. Bitch, if you call him 18 times and he ain't call you back, I don't care if you call him over a period of every couple of months. If you did that every couple of months, 2 times, 3 times, that's like 5, 6 months. And they ain't called you back. And he can see at least 3 missed calls a week or once a month or one every week. And he don't want to talk to your ass. He shouldn't have to get to 18. I would say about 5. After 5, I ain't calling your ass no more. Yeah, so you seen me. You seen me. And you seen it. You seen my number too. So anyway, I don't like her. Cause I don't like her. Okay, so while this is going on, this talk about, personal space, Amir asked Jordan, hey, you want to take a walk down here by the water? So he said, yeah. And then he asked her that dumbass shit that I told him not to do last week. Do not ask this girl to walk in no damn water. Black girls, most of us don't want to do that shit. We like beach water. You know what I'm saying? Some shit we can see through. Stepping in seashells and shit. She don't want to take her shoes off and do that shit. I don't know why you don't understand. She don't like doing out on water shit. So anyway, she with him and they talking. And then he said, you ready to go back to the group? And she said, no. And he said, why? Because you want to stay. Would you rather stay here? And she said, yeah. So anyway, when they leave, everybody hungry and they tired. So they pack up and they get home. Some of them go upstairs to cook. Some of them go take showers and get a snack to wait for dinner. And dinner looked delicious. Okay, Amir is the cook because we find out that his mother sent him to culinary school when he was camp when he was a kid. And I wish I had a man that went to some kind of culinary school and knew how to cook some shit. So anyway, they're in the kitchen together, and it's Preston, Bree, Jordan, and Amir, and they're all in there cooking. They got broccoli, macaroni and cheese, steak, and probably some other shit, but it don't matter. It all look good. They all look like they had been to some type of culinary camp or school or whatever. So anyway, when they in there cooking, they saying like little flirty shit to each other, like, you want to pound my meat, or I like my steak thickum, real thickum, little shit like that. And Preston and the Bria are listening to them saying, this sounds really sexual to me. So anyway, Amir go outside to cook the food, and they talk about the time they had They prepared the food together. They were flirting together, and the food looks incredible. And all I'm gonna do is look like a chef prepared. I wrote down here, and I say I want a man who went to culinary camp or school. I sure did. And I wanted to say this too. Let's go back to the beach when they had Jasmine explaining. I think it's Black Ink Beach. That girl, she probably read some shit on Google. I think that y'all would have been more successful is getting actual black people who actually vacation there, who actually know the hot spots to go in the Hamptons, who actually know the shit. Like, get a family. I mean, I know it's got to be well-to-do families that live in Martha's Vineyard. I mean, these people do, but these just vacationers. We want people that, like, that's maybe part of their home or is their home. Just because you just can't only vacation in Martha's Vineyard. Motherfuckers live there all year long. So, anyway, let me leave that alone. So, I don't like Jasmine Lord. They was looking at our melon, and they called us Black Ink in that beach. And it was expensive, and, you ain't really telling us shit. And I want to know, was it colorist then? Was it like that brown paper bag shit? Like back in the day, they said we used to go to the clubs up in Harlem. They put the brown bag. Listen, you'll put the damn street tie next to my face, and I wasn't getting in. As soon as they seen, they passed me. So was it like that at the beach? Did the mixed Creole people swim by themselves, and the darkies like me swim somewhere else? I mean, come on, talk to me. Let me know. Or it was like how it is the real world. I don't give a fuck what color your skin is, as long as they're money green. So I'm just saying. And again, when they did, Shawnice was like, I did some of that shit. I believe she did it too. I believe he probably did text a dummy, but I believe that she was calling him and sleeping on his porch and all that shit. Cause I've been in love too, and I did some crazy shit. I was up under a dude's car. I ain't want him to see me standing outside, so I got up under his car. Cause I thought if he came outside and seen me, he'd start fussing. So I waited for him outside of I think he was at a party or something, and I wanted to see him, but I was looking terrible as shit. And I was older than him too. I don't know. I just on some bullshit. Low self-esteem is what I was on. So anyway, I like the part when they said about the macaroni and cheese. Because Preston said black people don't put crackers or breadcrumbs on top of that cheese, and if you do, the black folks won't invite them to their house no more. And can you believe this shit, y'all? I forgot Nick was even there. He's sitting at the table. I don't even know why he there, because he hollered out. He was sitting at the table doing something in his phone, and they talking about he dressed nice. He don't dress nice to me. He got on the same look of shit everybody else got on. He just look regular schmegular shit. Amir dressed better than him, and so did that other dude, the Preston. I don't really like how, so everybody dressed, all the men dress better than me than he do. So anyway, that's when I noticed that Nick was still there. Is when he hollered out, why don't the boys go do boys night, the girls to go do girls night or something like that. And Jordan said, sure, we could do it as long as we're in by 3 a.m. And then I think that made Silas feel away because he said, oh, I thought me and you was good at that little talk we had about keeping my woman out till 3 a.m. She said, oh, we good. That's why I'm joking with you, because we good. We're in a good place, so I figured we could joke. So then he said, okay, then, as long as you got her back by 3 o'clock, and then nobody can buy her drink. So anyway, while they sitting there at the table, here goes Shawnee start barking out, girl, she used to get so drunk when we worked together. We got fired one time. We went to these 2 parties, and we had to shift to work, and we went, child, and they both were telling me, they sent me home, and then Jasmine said she put herself enough together to stay at the shift, but Shanice said they both got fired, but I don't know who lying, because which kind of lying that she ain't stalked that dude like that, and this other one here lying talking about she liked the moon ceremony, she what else did she do? She visited Martha's Vineyard often. Whatever lie that she had. Looked like she didn't tell her husband that she was living in the car till he started watching this TV show, or she started taping it. So anyway, it's just it seemed like in this conversation between the men and the woman, and this the first time he had been around her married friends and actually listened to them talk about her and how she was out, and he ain't shit that he don't like, and she's starting to get aggravated. Cause you can tell, but she's still being sweet. So he was like, she can go out, but she can't get no drink from no man. And she was like, why can't? He said, well, we can get drinks, and they was like, we don't give a fuck. They don't care if women buy y'all drinks. Y'all shouldn't care they buy us none. So Sol's expectations is that Sol said that when a man buy a woman a drink, he may think that it leads to something else. Okay, I don't know how much a fucking drink costs. But my ass ain't never been for sale for no $15. Cause if I really like you ain't got to pay shit. You ain't got to buy me no drink if it's about to go down. Cause I wanted to go down. But I drink when I want to drink. I have bought men drinks at clubs, yeah. And yeah, I did. When I bought you the drink, yes, I would fuck him. But since I know I can't, this would be good enough. Yep, I get at least have a conversation and a hello, and I'm good with that, cause I'm good with that. I just want to know that I see you. Yeah. And that's it. And sometimes men just want to have a conversation with you. They don't want to have sex with you. And this is the fucked up part. They could think whatever they want to think once they buy you a drink or a dinner or a ticket or whatever. If that shit ain't part of the deal, which is I'm talking about this right here, then it ain't. Oh, that too. They be doing everything nowadays. Got to do the asshole too. That ain't part of the deal, and that's it. So anyway, as long as don't nobody get you no drink. So anyway, she gets so irritated with Silas and Shanice. Girl, she used to get fucked up. We was told down. Oh, he must not know her before pre-marriage. Okay, he don't know. He don't know her before pre-marriage, because apparently the way your ass acting, if he knew her before pre-marriage, he wouldn't have married her. Not the shit you over there doing. So anyway, Jasmine just pissed off with everybody, so she get up and she just leave the table. She say goodnight. And so after a while, you hear Silas, babe, and that's funny too because they tease him. He call her babe, hey babe, hey babe. So I count, I think it was like 15, 16 times. I got tired of fucking trying to figure it out. And then when she responds, she does it, baby. She does the same thing. So you see, like I said, Jasmine in her confessional, and she like, marriage, it's bittersweet. Marriage is a motherfucker. Yep. Then she goes, and you gotta do this shit for like decades and decades and decades. Yes, girl. No, you don't have to. You supposed to, but you don't have to. You supposed to, but you don't have to. So anyway, while they're in the bed, the married couple, the single folks talking. Girl, do you really know Jasmine since she got married? Girl, no, I don't even recognize her. And you ain't supposed to. She can't do the same shit she used to do with y'all when she was married to him. But this is the thing. She's not supposed to be that unrecognizable to me. He is supposed to be an addition to who she is. Not that situation is not supposed to change who she was. Whatever Silas brings on, he's supposed to make that part of Jasmine better. Not erase the Jasmine that y'all know and love, but improve upon it. That's how I see marriage. That's how I see a relationship. Now, if I get in that motherfucker and I got to change my clothes and change my friends, then I ain't even being who I am. And that is why this bitch is unhappy and looking like she ain't. But she is. Yup. And I thought it was fucked up, too, that he ain't staying with her when her friend was leaving. Where the fuck was he at? He didn't even go say bye to Mariah. He know this bitch lived in the car with her, and that she'd do a lot of shit for her. Or maybe he don't know. Maybe Jasmine ain't tell him that part of their history. But I felt a type of way about Mariah, who is leaving to go home to her son and get her shit together too, because she like she not really feeling that whole. Anyway, the whole shit is just ridiculous to me. And then at the end of the day, we find out Nick ain't talking to nobody because Nick is a fucking weirdo. He got a girlfriend in New York, so he say. But I heard some YouTubers say they went on there while they was live and shit. They went looking for the girlfriend on his page. They ain't see nobody. I personally think he give off problems. Like he got not problems, but he has a problem with his sexuality. He act like he a little bit scared of women. Then he say he like black women. Nigga, we don't want to fuck with you. You was too quiet. Not nobody as dark as me. You must like them somebody real light and soft and shit. But how you say you like black women? And then the way you judge them, and then you don't even talk to nobody. You weird, dude. Your clothes is weird. But I mean, I still like you, but you weird. You this maybe you ain't weird. You just weird with these people because they ain't your people. I don't know. I don't like to say shit fucked up about you. You ain't weird. You just, if you like a girl, talk to her. If you don't, you don't. And know your clothes ain't that good, so stop talking about your extensive wardrobe, because you only got one pair of fucking jeans and your wardrobe is not extensive. And anyway, with that, I'm going to get off this thing because I know I got to get my bag ready to go get dialed sized by these folks. And I'm just going to tell you what I always tell you. You could have been anywhere in the world, but I'm glad you spent your time with me.